It took a misdiagnosed stroke for Hannah Beasy to walk away from a violent relationship, but the impact remains almost a decade later.
And I couldn't talk because every slight movement I'd just keep vomiting and vomiting, and I had migraines, so they just put me down as, I think it was suspected food poisoning. Yeah, that's right.
Scans revealed a bleed to the brain. A cerebral angiogram caused the then 16-year-old to suffer a stroke, paralysing the left side of her body. But it was her response to the medical team which would prove revealing.
They noticed that I wasn't talking much, like I was frightened every time a nurse would come in or a doctor, and they sent a social worker in and asked if I'd like to talk to her.
Suddenly, years of domestic abuse came rushing to the surface.
He hit my head that hard, that's what caused the bleed.
But she says her years of silence caused her harm.
When I started to get my speech back, Mum fought to get it into court on my behalf, and by the time she eventually got to court, there was no signs of abuse.
It was 8 months of learning to walk and talk again, and the rehab continues to this day.
I always have to try and push my left first, otherwise it's not come.
A 3-year court battle ended in a restraining order against her then partner. Ms Beasy is encouraging those living in a violent relationship to tell one person, so when they are ready to leave, they are not alone.
I regret not telling any friends or anything, because if it had been spoken earlier, I wouldn't have had to live the rest of my life the way I am now. I should have spoken earlier.
Sue Ann McCumsty, Win News.